car is packed, but I don't even have a backlight. I got tires, and I waited 2 weeks for them, and I got them myself. But there's a story behind that. So basically, I'll tell you the story because it's I would have rather shot myself in the foot. So I go to my parts manager at work, and not to shit on my parts manager at all, but like good guy, everything. And I go to him, I said, hey, I got some aftermarket rims. I need, probably some mid-profile R17s. I need some 17-inch tires. And probably use winters if you can. Because, I'm cheap and I can't afford anything. So he says, yeah, I'll check it out. And so he ended up finding some that were in storage. And so I said, okay, perfect. He said you'd look for them and they'd be there in the next day or two. So a week passes and I kind of go in there like, man, like, where are my tires? And he goes, oh, yeah, we're still looking for them. So, like, I continue to go in for a few days straight after that, always asking where my tires are. And he gives me the same excuse. So I was like, okay, whatever, like, I'll just kind of lay off for a while and see if, he calls me in and I'll get a set of tires. So, after 10 days, I was like, alright, like, where the hell are my tires? So I go in and I go to one of the lower guys who's still working parts, and I said, yo, like, I've been waiting 10 days for a set of tires. Can you get me a set of tires? Like, I need some used winters, or 17s. He goes, yeah. One of the other guys, a good buddy of mine, he goes, yeah, give me 10, 15 minutes and come back. I said, okay. So I go back and I see him and he goes, and the parts manager who hadn't been there for the last couple days is there, and the guy who I just recently went to, instead of the parts manager, said, oh, yeah, he's going to take care of you, aka the parts manager. So I was like, alright. And I go and I see him, and he gave me the same excuse. He goes, oh, yeah, I had to reprint the paperwork, and we are still looking for your tires, and yada yada yada. So I was like, man, whatever. Like, I was pissed and I just left. So the next day I get to work. I'm working for a few hours, and then I get called over to parts. So I was like, yes, man, my tires are here. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to put them on the rims, drive them all season, all winter at least. And then so he calls me in and he's explaining me, kind of acting a bit shady. And I was like, all right, well, whatever, my tires are here. And he goes, oh yeah, the stock tire size for your specific car are R16s. And I was like, yeah, I know that. I just have some aftermarkets. And so he's bringing me out back and explaining me things about my car that I already know. And he goes, oh, yeah, so here are the tires if you want to look at them. I said, okay, perfect. So we look, and he goes, there are 16s. And what? R17s, man. R17s, that's what I need. I already have R16s on my car. And I look at them, and I was like, well, what the hell? Like, these are bald tires. I have better tires on my car right now than I do those. Like, those suck. They're bald all seasons, not even winter tires. So I was rabbled. He goes, just let me know if you want to keep them or not. I looked at him right away. I said, no. Like, why the hell would I want to keep those? So I leave, frustrated, and then decided to come up with the idea of contacting a bunch of dealerships to see if they have used R17s in their inventory, which is really hard because most of the time they just throw them out, or people keep their old tires and stuff like that. So I just went into the junk pile today. I saw a couple tires back there a couple days ago, and I was like, all right, those are, 255, or no, not 255, they're 215, 55 R17s. So I was like, okay, perfect, those will fit. And they still have decent tread on them. So I go walking around snooping the tire area today because it is tire season, and then I noticed that there was 3 other tires that were being taken off, and I was so pissed because all I needed was the fourth tire, and these other 3 tires had perfect tread on them. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? Worst comes to worst, never underestimate free tires because I'll take those any day. So now I have 5. Here, I'll try and show you. I have 3 here. I got my rims underneath this little pad piece so they wouldn't get ruined. And I have 2 more in the trunk. So my car's packed, but I have tires. And that's what I'm happy about. So I'm going to unload those, and then I'm hopefully going to get them mounted probably on the Monday. And other than that, I'll keep you posted with some other things we'll be doing.